Was good. I just got off a 4-day fast, so this is why I look hella skinny right now. Got off a 4-day fast. I just ended it. I ended it last night because, like, I swear, man, like, I'm hella mad because I used to fucking be able to go, like, bang out, like, these 20-day, 30 days, like, nothing. And don't get me wrong, like, I don't get hungry. It's just my body, like, because I don't get hungry, but then I eat because my body starts going through these type of hunger pains after, like, fucking 4 or 5 days, which that shit ain't nothing. And it's pissing me off. And it's like, it kind of makes me kind of, because I remember when I used to be hitting my 20s, 30s, and I used to see people do 5 days. I used to be in the forums of these fasting groups. And then when I used to do my fast, I used to go on and search the forums. And then there'll be people like, oh, I just did a 5-day fast. I'd be like, that's all you did, nigga, 5 days? And I used to make fun of people and shit. And like now I look back, I'm like how it was fucked up. But at the same time, at the end of the day, like, I don't like to think like that because I did what I fucking did. So just because I fucking said that and I made fun of somebody doesn't mean that if I'm in a situation like that, I'm gonna somehow regret what I said. No, I meant what the fuck I said, because I don't subscribe to being in this position forever. So I'm gonna be back up to my 20, 30 fucking days, and then I'll still be talking my motherfucking shit. The only time I wouldn't talk my shit if the spirit tells me to calm down. Whatever the spirit tells me, then I'll do. The spirit says calm down, I'll calm down. If the spirit don't tell me, or the spirit it don't matter, then I'm gonna talk my motherfucking shit. I don't give a fuck what those dumbass human thinks. Motherfucker will say, oh, don't make fun of somebody because you'll be in that position, which I get it, but why isn't when I see somebody who's rich, I'm like, oh, you look at your rich ass nigga, you got all that money and you ain't shit. I don't get rich. So it's like, that's why I say this world ain't shit. What I think is whatever you believe is. So the reason that shit doesn't work, because most people don't believe that it works when you say it towards rich people, but they believe it works when you talk down. So that's why it manifests as only negative and never the positive side. That's why this world, the programming, the Masons, they got this whole world fucked up. They got it so fucked up mentally that you, like, little shit like that, you can't even manifest shit really, because the way you think. So you gotta like take the way you think, and just why I think and I talk the way I talk, because you gotta have your own mind down here and know what the fuck's going on. It's just for real. But I'm low key hella. I hate using these fucking words, man. I'm so like, because I be watching like on social media and I'd be like seeing things, and sometimes I'd be using dumbass lingo and shit. I hate using lingo like cap and low key and dead ass. I hate that shit, man. So when I catch myself saying it, I fucking have to like spiritually like cleanse that energy and rebuke that shit. I hate using that shit. I hate using certain words, so I have to make up certain words instead of like exchange. So sometimes when I be like, I'm trying to pick what I gotta say. I don't like using this trash ass fucking lingo. I know I look young and all, but I ain't fucking young. It's just my mind, how my mind operates. It plays out, because like I feel like I'm 18. I never really let. Well, actually, I feel like I'm 20, because that year 2012, like on a certain mental aspect, I'm still stuck in that year. So ever since that year, every year's been the same, really, in terms of a certain aspect of my mind. That's why like I still look young, because like I don't like, you know how people every year like, oh, I'm getting older I don't get that. Like for me, it's just another year is like another day for me. Like just like tomorrow's another day. That's how another year is. So because my mind is so focused on shit, on like trying, like I'm so focused on other shit that I'm not worried about my age. So that's why like I look hella young. But like I'm not telling nobody my age though, because I don't really like putting my shit out there. But yeah, I'm not. I know I look young, but I'm not really young. Well, I'm still young, but I'm not like fucking like hella old. But that's why a lot of niggas be like, oh, no fake, like trying to give me like, don't give me no fucking advice, because you can't tell me shit. I know I look young. I know I look naive. That's my ascendant opposed my sun. I have an ascendant Pisces, no, ascendant Virgo, and a sun in Pisces. So the way I look is not based upon the actions that I do. So, and it's not, and it doesn't conjoin with my moon. So the way I feel and the actions I do don't align with how I don't align with the personality that people see me. So people see me and they think a certain thing, but based upon my actions and how I actually feel, it's complete opposite. That's why it's like a lot of people see me doing a lot of this crazy shit out here, and you're like, why are you doing? But you don't understand. Like you look at me like a certain way. You probably look at me like I'm naive. I'm kind of like soft, or maybe not that smart, or I'm somebody who's like a kid trying to be impressionable. Like you, that's how I look probably to you because of my ascendant. But then on my sun and my moon is like the opposite. Like I'm like I have like the OG energy, and I know what the fuck is going on. So it kind of plays out good because you can kind of play dumb, and then or people expose their card to you, so then you can kind of read them and shit. But the thing is though, people think you're fake. Like niggas think I'm fake, or I'm trying to front, or I'm trying to act tough, and it's like, no nigga, like just because my voice sounds like this and I fucking move it, because I'm not stupid. I know I could look at myself from an outer perspective. I could see how people think that, oh, he sounds young or this or that or that. And then like that's not what it is. And then like when I talk, that's why people get hella pissed off when I try to school them in some shit, because they feel like, oh, hi, who the fuck are you to tell me this? And I was like, it is what it is though. But what's good with everybody, nigga? Everybody just join my party. I'm about to invite you niggas in my fucking room, and anybody want to fucking have anything you got to say, then say it, nigga. This channel is gonna be no bars, so whatever you say, you can say. Talk any shit towards me, then you're gonna get blocked and trolled. But I don't give a fuck anymore, nigga. Like I told you guys, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You see, I changed my name Chauncey one. You niggas think I'm playing. Like I don't care if you think I'm playing, but like I went through some type of mental metamorphosis, and I'm not the same person as I was 3-4 weeks ago. So like a lot of you niggas think I'm playing. Like I can't like I told you in that post, like a no fade was a different person. It was a different person because I tapped, because I was doing, because I remember I told you I've been doing my fasting and my yoga. So like for some reason I reached a certain like spiritual level, or I removed a certain block and I overcame. So I'm on a different like level now. So like knowledge is coming more to me, and I don't give a fuck more. And like yeah, like a lot of the shit I'm showing you niggas, man, like that's how I've been my whole life, man. Like then you guys think, oh, be careful running up in these stores. Like I've been doing this shit every single fucking day for the past 5 years. You don't have to believe me or not. Probably not every day, but every week, guaranteed, for the past 5 fucking years. Like I was addicted to Red Bull for 6 fucking months back in 2019. I drank a Red Bull every single day for 6 months back in 2019. And I've never paid for a Red Bull in my life, ever. I've never paid for a soap or deodorant in my life. The only time I paid for soap and deodorant is when I was locked up in county, and then my parents had put money on my books and I paid with that. But ever since I've never paid for soap, deodorant. I never paid for like a lot of shit like you guys normally I never pay for, because I don't like, I've been doing this shit like for real. And it's not about I don't have money or not. Like it's a point. I don't like spending money on something that is so easy for me to get. You see what I'm saying? Like, why would I spend $10 on something when I can get it for free and it's easy? I'm not saying everyone should steal, but at the same time, it's like not everybody's me. You see what I'm saying? So when I say it's easy, I'm saying it's easy for me. I'm not saying it's easy for anyone else, just based upon how I move and the mindset I have while I go and do it. This is what allows me to just keep getting away with it. But at the same time, like there's a limit to it. I can't go up and run up and just, because when I start overdoing it too much and get greedy, then the universe will like tell me, okay, you need to slow down. And I'll see like certain things tell me I need to slow down. Like I remember I was in fucking Macy's one day and I was about to steal hella shit. And then the spirit told me, I heard a voice in my head like, stop. I dropped that shit. I walked out, and then there was like 3 people waiting, telling me, oh, where's the stuff? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't got shit, nigga. And then they look hella stupid, but cause like, yeah, I gotta listen to this. Like that's what you gotta be able to be tapped in so you can know what the fuck's going on. So anybody want to join this motherfucking live stream? And then it's funny because I had got the following week, I went to that same Macy's and I stole the same shit. And well, not the following week, but like a couple weeks later, I went and stole the same shit. And then I didn't hear that voice telling me to stop or nothing. And I went and took it, and I was good. So like, and then sometimes it's not even a voice. Sometimes they'll be like, I'm trying to go to the store and I keep getting stopped. Like there may be an accident in front of me, and I can't go that route anymore, or somebody calls me, like there'll be distractions or different synchronicities. The point, don't fucking go. And then I peep game to that shit. So like you guys got to be aware. That's why you need to really tap in and trust self, because everybody else out here is a fucking idiot in this goddamn world. Everybody's a fucking idiot in this world. Once you realize that nobody ain't shit and everybody's an idiot, then you start understanding, like you start understanding how the world works. Because a lot of you guys think that other people are actually somebody, like whether it be a celebrity, a graduate from a Harvard, or you think they're somebody, but they're not shit really. Like all of that shit is based on a program. The Masons created the whole concept of going to a building called a school and getting a education. They created that concept of learning through a person standing in front of a class and teach. You don't have to learn that way. There's different types of learning. There's spiritual learning, there's learning subconsciously, there's ways to tap in and know shit, and then there's even physical ways you can learn without having a teacher. There's so many ways to learn. How do you think these Masons know how to build these buildings and all these structures? They didn't fucking have somebody teach them in front of a room. You think somebody taught a Mason how to make the system? Oh, they taught, no, they tapped into some shit, and they learned how to create buildings, bridges, and systems and all this shit. You see what I'm saying? So just like they knew how to do that, that's how, but they created this whole concept of, oh, you need to be this or you need to be that. So that's what you got to understand. Nobody ain't shit. Everybody just living through a fucking program. Everybody's a sheep and everybody's living through a program. Doesn't matter if you're self-employed, you own this or that, you're still under their fucking program. That's what a lot of people, they don't get. They don't understand. This system is straight up fucking like it's a prison. Not only physical, mental, but it's not only physical and spiritual, but it's a mental prison. Mind control. Everybody's under mind control. All these people talk about, oh, mind control this and the celebrity. Nigga, fuck all that stupid ass shit. The real mind control is the people that you see every day in your fucking life. The person who can't let Jesus go. The person who feels that they need to tell you, they need to have an opinion about what you're doing, even though their opinion doesn't matter. Like, why do you give a fuck? Why don't you worry about your own life? Like, there'll be people who probably come on my channel and they'll say certain shit, but it's like, there's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with you because you're on my channel. You're not going to go on a homosexual site, gay site, and talk shit and leave comments in the gay porn section and say, oh, you guys are gay. That's going to seem weird. But why you come on my channel and tell me what I should and shouldn't do? Like, shut the fuck up, you bitch ass nigga. You ain't shit. You a fucking faggot bitch ass nigga. I'm tired of it. Like, I feel like I'm the most intelligent person in this world and everybody's fucking retarded. I'm not saying I'm perfect because I have problems in terms of like certain things. Like my issue is kind of like sometimes I need to be more disciplined in life. That's my thing. That's the hardest thing. But that you have people out here, they may be disciplined, but like they're fucking retarded. And that's 99% of the world. Like me, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Like certain things I need to be on my key. So I'm not saying I'm perfect. But the thing is though, like if I'm this intelligent, once I do master that shit, I'm gonna be fucking on like Elon. I'm gonna be like the first black Elon Musk. Like, to be honest, like literally. Like I feel like it. Like in try fucking create my own system, my own shit. That's one thing I really want to do when I get some money. I want to create my own shit. All these niggas, they just want to get money just to chill. Like, fuck this system. I want to create my own fucking system. And when I create my own system, you ain't ever gonna see my fucking face. I'm gonna have people and they're gonna be my puppet. I tell them what the fuck to do. And then you're never going to see my face, and I'll be able to go in my system and you'll think I'm a regular citizen in my system. That's how it's supposed to be. I don't want to be no fucking celebrity, nigga. Why the fuck would I want to be a celebrity where I could be the owner of the steel company who owns all the steel? That nigga got all that, he owns all the fucking steel and concrete. That nigga's rich, but he could go walk down the street. You don't have to be no fucking bum ass celebrity worry about, oh, they're trolling me and shit. Get the fuck out of you, bitch ass nigga. I hate when I hear these celebrities complain. Like, shut the fuck up. Like that stupid ass, what's that raggedy ass hoe? The hoe with the bitch with the fat ass. Nicki Minaj. That bitch had the audacity to talk about like the fucking the vaccines and shit. And oh, how you need to, like, bitch, shut the fuck up, bitch, and go play music and enjoy your money. Why don't you just shut the fuck up? Why all of a sudden now when the elites tell you to promote something, you want to feel a certain way, but then you didn't care when you were spending all that money being a fucking hoe, getting that fake ass and all that shit. You didn't care back then because it was good, but now you got to promote. Now you want to have a voice now, bitch. Sit your ass down, you stupid ass. Stupid ass, you fucking retarded. Like, that's what I'm saying. These celebrities ain't shit, really. Like, sit your ass down and don't say nothing. No celebrity has no right to speak about spirituality, politics, anything. The only time a celebrity or anybody like that has any right to speak over politics or whatever, any of that shit, is when they're gonna like dish out money and use their money for a cause. So if they're gonna get drop like 5 million on a goddamn system, so they on the resources, so they can create a system and have the bricks, the electrical grid, and all the social and the programming, so we can have our own system. If they're gonna spend the money to do all that, so we don't have to be on this one and we create our own language and everything. If they're good, then I respect the celebrity. But if you just want to have an opinion, nigga, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Stupid ass nigga. The smart celebrities are the ones who shut the fuck up and just like The Rock, for example. He shuts the fuck up. You never hear that nigga The Rock say anything. And notice the celebrities who don't say shit, they get casted in the most movies, they get the most money, they get the most commercials. Isn't that what you sign up for, you bitch ass nigga? Shut the fuck up. No one wants to hear your opinion. We don't need a celebrity talking about anything because you're not going to talk about shit. And the people that follow you are fucking retarded. So even if you were going to talk about shit, they're not going to do anything, because in order for them to actually be able to do anything, they have to actually heal themselves. 99% of people are never going to heal themselves in this lifetime. You need to understand that. This is why the world's going to end in destruction within the next 20, 30, 40 years. They're going to poison the skies and they're going to create a situation where we have to be indoors. Then they're going to release Metaverse so conveniently around that time. Once they release Metaverse, then everybody's in it. You can't go outside because the air is poison and shit. So unless you're like on some high-end breatharian shit, and when I say breatharian, I'm not talking about breathing, because eventually breatharians aren't even going to need to breathe no more. If you go look up Ella Tom's channel, he's actual breatharian. He said one day he's not going to be able, he's not going to even need to breathe anymore, but that's down the line. And he said that from his mouth. Go to his videos. And when he says down the line, that's when they poison the air and everybody has to be inside. By that time, he's going to be able to be outside, because we're all evolving. Eventually, after you're not eating no more, you're not going to need to breathe no more. So it's going to be a notherian. A notherian. The notherian. That's what it's supposed to be after the breatharian, because the breath, the air, they can poison the air. So you're supposed to get the breatharian, and then as you evolve, you're not even gonna need to breathe. You're just gonna be a conscious being, and at that point, they can't fuck with you or nothing. It's just gonna be their system. And because the government doesn't rule the world, they just rule their system. And since everybody is a weak human, we don't have to be, but it's easy to be dependent on their system because it's food, clothing, and shelter. It's easy. But once you start evolving, then you're going to start seeing other people branch off to their own fucking systems. Some real shit right here. See, nobody talks like this. Is what pisses me the fuck off, because my channel should be getting more views, but it doesn't. So I already know why. It's a blockage, because the spirit, it's, I don't want to go deep, but I know why. It's a blockage that's going on. Because one thing you guys got to understand is that people that you see that are viral and that are successful, it doesn't mean that they worked hard to get it. It just means that they're in alignment with a certain energy. Always remember that. When you see somebody with millions of dollars, with a lot of success, just because they have money and success doesn't mean that they can tell you how to get rich. They can't tell you how to get rich, because if they could tell somebody how to get rich, there'll be no homeless people, because everybody would just follow their lead. That's not how it fucking works. I can do everything a rich person does, and it doesn't work out for me, because if you have a blockage and you do what they do, it's not gonna work out for you, and some's gonna fuck up. Whereas when they do it, it works smooth. So because you ain't them. We all got different fucking entities. They don't want to tell you that. So this tells you that it's not about working hard or being smart. It's about being into alignment. Because if it was about working hard, being smart, I'd be a fucking trillionaire, and this channel would be running up a fucking trillion views every fucking day. And then examples even in your life, I'm sure you're skilled at something that you're like, why am I not? Because it's not about you. It's about the energy you're in alignment with. This is why you see fucking retarded, dumb fucks, midget faggots that are just the epitome of shit, less than that, succeed. And then it's like you see people who try hard and they don't, because it's not really about that. This reality ain't fucking shit. This reality is fucking trash. So you guys need to always remember that. I'm saying this so you guys don't feel bad and feel like you're lacking, because you're not lacking anything. It ain't even that. It ain't even that. You ain't lacking shit. I'm not saying that there ain't times we can better ourselves, but at the same time, there's sometimes you bettered yourself and you still ain't working. So that's what it is, what I just said. Anybody want to join his room? That's why I like I don't give a fuck no more. That's why I'm gonna talk all the shit I want. I'm gonna run and do all the shit on my channel. I don't give a fuck anymore because like it doesn't matter at this goddamn point. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't give a fuck anymore. Like for real. And I don't even have to tell you guys I don't give a fuck. Based upon you niggas see my last videos, that's proof I don't give a fuck. And then, like I said, this is not nothing new to me. Like a lot of you guys, like on the comment section, oh, be careful, or like nigga, I've been doing, like I told, I've been doing this shit at least 3 times a week for the past 5 to 10 years. I've been doing this shit. I'm telling you, nigga, I've been doing this shit for the past 5 to 10 years every fucking day. This ain't no fucking joke. I've been doing this. Like I told you, I don't pay for shit. The only thing I pay for probably be like a rent or a bill or things that like I can't, like if I need to get my car repaired or some shit, that's the only thing I spend my money on. Everything else I just take. I don't give a fuck. If it ain't locked the fuck down, I'm taking that motherfucking shit. You better believe it. And sometimes I remember my dad, he came over to my apartment and he gave me some hangers. And he was a lot because I needed to hang all my clothes up I had, and he gave me like a whole bunch of hangers that he used. Like he's like, oh, here's some of my hangers on it. I'm like, and he was gonna give them to me, and I was like, I'm good, I don't want them. He's like, why don't you want them? I'm like, because I like my shit new. I'm gonna go get me some new ones. He's like, that's gonna cost money. I'm like, don't worry about it. I went and stole me a whole bunch of hangers. My dad was gonna give me hangers. I went and stole me some newer hangers. I wanted them to be fresh. I remember last time I fucking stole, what did I take? I took something. I think it was a shirt or some shit, and I dropped it on the ground. And it was like a little dirt on. I went back in the store, took me another one, threw that shit in the garbage. Because I need my shit fresh if I can get it fresh. It's not even about I don't got no money. Sometimes I just go up in there and steal some shit just to take my anger out, and it's therapeutic and it feels good. And I like to cause misery in somebody else's life who's a fucking sheep, and it makes me feel better. And sometimes I do that because I fucking feel like doing it. I don't have to have no fucking explanation for some fucking shit. Well, that's my explanation. Or my explanation is I don't need to give no fucking explanation. That's my explanation. Yeah, this world ain't shit, man. This world's going to shit. I'm telling you guys, like, be prepared mentally. This world is going to shit. And when I say that, I'm not saying you have to experience it, but it's gonna be shit nonetheless. You can still have peace and happiness, but notice on an objective level, this world is going to shit. It's not going to get any better. And the reason it's not getting better because we're at war with the system. All this food shortage, all this economy, all this shit that they got going on. Anything that you see that's a problem in life is the government. Understand that. Anything you see that's a problem, food shortage, black oppression, crime, violence, just anything, human trafficking, that's all the government. Understand that. I'm not saying people don't do fucked up shit, but that's all the government. The people don't have the power to do fucked up shit. The government has the power to do fucked up shit. The people don't have that power to do fucked up shit. The only power that people have in terms of doing fucked up shit is what the government allows. The government doesn't want you having a tank and a fucking Cobra helicopter. The government doesn't want you having a tank and a Cobra helicopter and a grenade. So you don't see no gang members with no Cobra helicopters and no tanks and no grenades. You don't see that in the hood because the government doesn't want it. So you will not see it. See what I'm saying? But you see guns, you see switches, you see all this shit. You see all this human trafficking and all that because they allow it. Even with the shoplifting. Like, I'm not a fool to be like, oh, I'm stealing for no. They're allowed. They want people to steal. They want people to steal. Trust me, they want people to steal because what they're trying to do is get everybody to not, they're trying to shut down all the stores. So they have to have a reason. So they're letting people steal. They're making the prices go up, and they're making it. This is why when you go to these restaurants and shit, they'll be like, oh, you can buy this sandwich for $10 if you order on the app. But if you come in, it's $20. They give you a deal when you use the app or you go online. It's because they're trying to train everybody to go on the internet. So eventually there's not going to be no stores. This is why they don't care about people stealing. This is why I'm taking advantage of the energy right now. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you guys live in one of these liberal states, especially take advantage of that energy, especially live in one of those liberal states. And then all you guys who don't know what liberal is, it's the Obama nigger states. The states where all the like, Obama niggers hang out in, they preach Black Panther and liberation. That so go there and then you can steal all you want. You can act, but it's only gonna be for so long. So you got to get in the energy and get in and get out. That's why like you got to know when to get in and get out. This shit's been going on ever since the pandemic. They've been accelerating it. Is even to a point where you go into these stores, they don't even call the cops to do anything because it's like a waste of time to them because they know they ain't gonna do shit. But you got to get in and get out and know when the energy's in so you can get out. But right now is a perfect time to take shit. If you buy shit, like you guys take a chance. You're scared. You're somebody millions of dollars off your social security number. They're trading on the stock market. It's the bond market. They're trading your social security number and they're making millions of dollars a day off your fucking social security number. So they're making money, and people who are making money are these corporations like Walmart, Target, all these big businesses and these investors, and they take that money they make off you to go and fund their own business. And then if I go and steal from them, they want to say that I'm a theft and lock me up. See, nobody will tell you no real shit like this because everybody's a fucking idiot on this bitch. Everybody's a fucking idiot on you. Class been in session, nigga. Class been in session. Yeah, anybody want to join? Tell me what you want to tell me, whatever. I'm about to be out of here pretty soon because I got my brother's supposed to be coming over any minute right now to visit. So yeah, yeah, this shit's crazy though, man. I'm just but I'm straight though. Like I have a goal though. I have a goal and I have a mission. So no matter what, I always have a goal that I'm working towards every day. So that's why like if you don't have a goal, then this is how you go crazy. This is how a lot of people they spaz out because they don't have a goal. They haven't tapped into spirit and found their goal. Once you tap into spirit and you find your goal, it makes you more sane. If I wasn't tapped into spirit, I'd probably be in jail right now for a body. Or I probably would have been body because I would have been too much and somebody would have had to take me out. So like, but the spirit allows me to know that okay, this is why like a lot of people when I see they go through these. That's why I don't judge niggas who are in gangs and shit. Like I said some shit like nigga, like, when it comes to finances and money, I will talk shit about the hood, but I don't talk shit about a brother who joined a gang because I don't know what they going through and shit. And anybody who talks about somebody needs to stop joining gangs is a fucking retard because you don't know what the fuck they go through. A lot of these niggas, they sewed into this shit because they lost loved ones to this shit. They seen their homies die and shit from this gang shit. So they feel it's like the devil lures them in, and then a whole bunch of other programs and shit that keep them in. And when they don't have no parents and shit and they get in it, it even hooks the subconscious mind where the parents is supposed to be. That plant is implanted with the other shit and like big homie programs and shit. And it's like a family to them. So it's like this shit gets deep. That's why I don't judge people when it comes to like shit like that because you don't know what the fuck somebody's going through. Because what you need to understand is just as much energy you put in something is how you got to put out of it. So somebody could be homeless on the street and somebody said you need to go out and find some work, you bum. But then you don't know how much energy he needs to put in that. Some people they got so much negative karma, they got to spend 20 fucking like years just to get what it takes somebody a few months to get because of the energy that they put in and they have to put out. So like this is why like you can't really judge anyone for anybody who's spiritual that's telling people that they'll the world like this is why like I even gotta stop saying shit like oh 99% of the people are asleep and shit because you don't know what people are going through. There are some people like most of these sheep need to just die. I'm not speaking about them, but there are some people out there who like they got a lot of shit they've been through and I'm not saying they can't get through it, but it's hard. And then you got some bitch ass nigga who their life is easy they didn't go well. It's not that their life was easy, it's just they're a weak ass spirit. So what was hard to them is easy to you. That's what I'm starting to understand. A lot of people say, oh, my life wasn't easy. Well, like, shut your bitch ass up. Your life was easy as fuck. It's just it was hard for you because if you went through what I went through, you couldn't go through it. And if I went through what you went through, I would have been a billionaire by now because there was nothing blocking me. You're just an incompetent, weak ass spirit. So it's not that there's somebody had an easy life. It was hard for them. You see what I'm saying? And I'm saying, you niggas is lucky you found my channel. All you guys who found my channel, you guys is lucky. And the ones who resonate, you lucky, because ain't nobody speaking real shit like that. You go to any other channel, they just talking about bullshit. They talking about the same thing the Masons talking about. Every single channel out in here, like 99% of the channels, 99% of channels, all they talk about is what the Masons want them to talk about. This is why you'll see some people like New Breed and Mark the Messenger. And I love to make them as an example because they're a perfect example of a regular person like you and I that gets promoted by the shadow government through their algorithm system. Like this explains their algorithm system. So instead of them say, I'm gonna sign this guy to a deal and I'm gonna give him $1 million contract, they don't have to do that no more. They could sign you from your bedroom. All they got to do is take your channel and put you in the algorithm. And then as you get in the algorithm and you get views, and then sponsors automatically start hitting you up. You start getting money. And then from that, you could take that energy. And then eventually this is how you end up on TV and shit. This is why you see people on YouTube now, they on TV. This is how they signing people now. So if you're promoting ignorant, stupid, dumb shit, they're gonna promote you. This is why, like you say, New Breed and that Mark the Messenger, they talk about the whole Gangstalking and all that other spiritual shit. Not even really spiritual, but they talk about it. But then the way they talk about it is the way the Masons like it. Like especially New Breed, he has that Malcolm X nigger vibe. So with the whole Malcolm X nigger program, it's like a revolutionary and hoorah and all this bullshit, and they try to, they're all about liberation and just stupid nigger shit. So that shit isn't gonna get us anywhere because those niggers are asking for crumbs from the fucking government that the government made. Bitch, you wouldn't know nothing about money if a fucking white Masons didn't make money. But yet your stupid ass talk about we're owed money. Bitch, you don't even have the concept. You don't even know what money was when you were 3 years old, you stupid dumbass. Somebody have to teach you what money was in school. Dumbass. And you talk about, oh, we want money. How do you know that's what you want, bitch? The Masons, they don't want money because they print it. What do they want? Because if they wanted money, then they wouldn't be going through all the shit doing what they're doing, dumbass. Obviously, they want something more valuable than money, but your stupid nigger ass is asking for that dumbass shit. If you want to go make some money, nigga, go human traffic some fucking kids, go sell some dope, go rob a motherfucking old lady, go do something if you want some motherfucking money, nigga. All this liberation, dumbass shit. You know how many dope dealers and human traffickers out there making it big? Fucking Lambos and goddamn all this shit. Some real shit. I don't give a fuck no more. I already know niggas gonna be mad at my video. I don't give a shit. Get mad. Get angry. Because I'm speaking, like, one thing I don't understand is people don't, when I say people, I'm not just talking about these Masons and sheep. I'm talking about spiritual people, because you guys think spiritual people aren't sheep. 99% of spiritual people are sheep. This is why I said 99.9, not 99%, 99.9, because that 0.9 is the spiritual people that are sheep. These spiritual people that are out, they'll get offended with what I'm saying, but then they think the reason they're getting offended is because that's their opinion. But in reality, they're getting offended because they're programmed to get offended with what I'm saying, because the Masons have it that deep where it will program people to think and feel a certain way when a certain circumstance or situation occurs in front of them. So once that situation occurs, a person will think automatically a certain way. And the Masons created that because they're so good at this mind control. They're better than, I'm not saying like these Masons are smart, but these Masons are smarter than 99.9% of people. That includes damn near the whole spiritual community. A lot of these stupid niggers out here talking about, all these stupid politicians and these stupid governments, they're more intelligent than 99.9% of you dumb niggers out there. You niggas fucking talk about how stupid the system is because they can't keep food on the shelves. It's not that they're stupid, it's just they're fucking evil, an evil genius. Have you ever heard of an evil genius? Somebody who's fucking intelligent, but they're using it for corrupt shit? That's what the fuck you're dealing with. You're not dealing with stupid people. The spiritual community and 99% of these conscious niggas out here, they're fucking stupid because they don't know a goddamn fucking thing. And then they're being promoted by these fucking small dick Jews so they can look like they know something, but they don't know shit. This is why I don't watch videos. I hardly watch videos that are in the 100,000 hits or up. Only time I won't watch a video Or the only time I will watch a video 100,000 hits are up if it's a video that's been like somebody recommended to me, or if it's some funny shit or something that has nothing to do with knowledge, then I'll watch it. But if it's something to do with knowledge and spirituality and it has over 100,000 views, nine out of 10 times I don't watch it unless somehow the spirit's like telling me, oh, you need to see it to learn. But I don't watch it because it's been promoted. Like Infinite Waters is that conscious spiritual nigger I'm talking about. They promoted him. How the fuck you got 1 million views, nigga? Your stupid ass, your dumb ass don't know shit about fucking spirituality. You may be a good businessman. You may know how to make a living from being self-employed and know how to generate wealth and income and cash flow. You may know how to do that. You may know how to sell a house and how to deal with properties and real estate. I'm not saying he's dumb in that, but that's your field. But when it comes to spirituality, nigga, you're a fucking idiot. And you know it. Because niggas look at a nigga's background. Oh, he could hit the house he has. If I see it, when I see a motherfucker with a nice house and a background and you talking spirituality, I run far the fuck away from you. I'm not saying you got to be broke, but I'm saying if you got like money like that, I run far away from you. Because in order for you to have that much money, and your mind has to be a programmed a certain way to even manifest that. So once it's there, and I'm not saying like you can't get money and stuff, but it has to be programmed, or you have to be doing something very like like for example, if I went and I invented a contraption to harness water from the air and use it to fuel my car. If I created a contraption that does that and can fuel my car with water from the air, and I became a billionaire, then that's different. But if I'm out here became a millionaire and a billionaire by just fucking flipping houses and real estate and all that shit, bitch, you can't tell me shit because you're in the system. Nigga, you didn't create anything out of it. That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers on some bullshit. That's what I'm through. I'm just gonna be me, do me, show my fucking ass. I don't care, because at this point, it doesn't matter. I tried being nice. I tried doing shit a certain way. I'm like, who the fuck am I proving this shit to? My shit's done. It's funny as I started doing. It's funny how I started being more real these last few weeks and not giving a fuck. It's funny how in my personal life shit's been going up. Even my YouTube channel, I've gotten like fucking went up 700% over 28 days in subscribers and shit. Even though it's not much, but it's just the principle of it. And in my personal life thing, so I was like, I'm done acting a fake. I don't give a fuck because I'm not acting fake. Like I told you, I left that comment. Like I said, a no fake had less knowledge and was a bitch ass nigga. Like a lot of you guys think I'm just acting silly, but literally, I went through a blockage. Like I stampede through a blockage these last few weeks. I think it has something to do with that lunar eclipse we had in the beginning of May. I went through a blockage and shit, and it's like something in me, and I'm a different person, like wait, I'm not saying I'm a different, like it's like I'm getting there gradually and shit, and it's crazy. Like I hit some blockage or something, and I went through it because I was doing a yoga and a fasting. Like I told you guys, when you do the yoga and the fasting, it cleanses it, but it takes time, and you go through different stages of your life, like a butterfly, how it goes in a cocoon, and it's the same thing with human, but it's mental. So I'm going through different this is why you guys don't see me talking the same shit as I was talking last year or 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because I'm actually putting in the work and going through this shit, whereas a lot of people they use this as entertainment. This is the YouTube and social media is the new television. Just because somebody's watching spiritual video, it's to a point right now where if I deal with I think these people laughing at me because they're looking at me. I don't give a fuck. I think they're laughing, like 2 people walking. They're laughing. I think I don't give a fuck, but they're walking right by right now. I'm gonna talk louder. It's to a point where motherfucker, like if I see a bitch and she fucking is too spiritual and she knows that, I don't even want to deal with you no more, to be honest. It's to that point. And I'm not saying like spiritual as because when I say spiritual, I'm talking about this fake ass spirituality where people just think and they act a certain way, but they don't do shit. So you can sit on your ass and work at McDonald's and not do shit your whole life. But then if I eat some meat or if I say a swear word, oh, you got the universe. You need to not eat meat. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. I know I need to not eat meat. I know I need to cleanse. But bitch, how about I just go on a fast and I don't eat anything? But once you start talking about fasting, oh, we don't need to fast. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You just told me not to eat meat. Yet you telling me we don't need to fast and give an excuse why. Bitch, you a weak ass spirit. That's all it is. Just say it. You're weak. This is why I was like, at this point, like, I want to deal with people who are real. I want to deal with people who are real. And most of these spiritual people out here, they all on some bullshit. A lot of people are into the spiritual shit. They just really traumatizing shit. And then they found spirituality and you're dealing with a trauma. Unless they're actually putting in this work. Because once you really put in this work, you're actually living your fucking life. That's what it is. And then the spirituality comes. It's like you have a gun on you to protect you. But you don't go around everywhere you go, start talking about the gun. Oh, I got this gun. If you do something to me, no, you just have it and you live your life. And if something comes up, you pull the gun out. That's what spirituality is. You live your life, you have fun, you do shit. And then when you go, you do your spirituality. It's not supposed to be the whole fucking life. You just talk about this whole, and yeah, you talk about spirituality your whole life, but spirituality in your whole life could be something to do with what the fuck you're doing. You going up and handling your business. That's spirituality. See what I'm saying? Niggas are on this fucking fake woke bullshit where it's like a trendy ass, it's trendy as fuck. And it's like a fit-in group. Like, well, I want to fit in and feel good and be accepted, and I'm a part of something. Some bullshit. Oh, we're all against the government, and they don't want us to wake up. And no, bitch, you don't know shit. You still in the same position. All they have to do is now since you're not into religion no more, all these niggas have to do is just create fucking all the fake woke programs, and then now you're stuck in it. Now you have another layer to get through. You got through the religion, you got through all the other ignorance, and you finally seen through the matrix. You put the glasses on, but once you put the glasses on, you forgot to realize that those are some smart glasses you put on. So the matrix is still controlling the program within the smart glasses, giving you an illusion. You see what I'm saying? A lot of niggas talk about, oh, I put the glasses on, I see, because they be watching that They Live, but they don't understand. They some of these 99% of these niggas, they wearing smart glasses. And when they put the smart glass on, the Masons they got the back door to the program to hack into that. And then they still making the illusion. This is why all these niggas that put on the glasses, they say, well, I see through the veil, but they're not speaking like me because they got smart glasses on. They don't got the real OG glasses from the 1920s. Yeah, shout out to J Vaz. Shout out to J Vaz. Everybody support that brother on the channel, speaking some real shit. Speaking some real shit. He be telling you stuff like practical shit that you can do that can tap you in. A lot of people want to make this shit complicated and shit. Oh, what deity and what spirit and all this other shit. You can tap in it. I'm not saying it's wrong or that shit's not right. I'm not saying that, but it's like a lot of that shit. Once you tap into your real power, you start to understand you don't need any of that shit. Some of these people, they may need that. I'm not saying everybody's like me, but I'm starting to realize like a lot of these people, they need a ritual. They need to go contact with these deities and all that all the time. They need that. And that's because their spirit is maybe on that level where they need help. But if you have a strong spirit, you know that you are these things and you can just tap in. I get to the source. Well, I'm going to go buy fucking water from you if I could just go to the grocery store and just buy some water. That's how I see it. Why deal with these spirits and all these other things where if you're a strong spirit, you don't have to deal with it like that. You're on some other shit because you know you are these things. But I'm not saying everybody's there because some people are just weak spirits and they got weaker minds. So they come down here. They need these things. They need to eat and consume and to be into the worldly shit. And they need shit. They need things. Like my life, this life, when I came down here, I'm supposed to not need anything. By the time I'm dead and gone, I'm not supposed to need or have a need for nothing. That includes food, water, even down the line within the next 50, 60 years, needing to breathe. I'm already getting rid of food. After that, it's going to be me not needing to breathe, but that's going to come naturally as I do this work. But that's going to be like 20, 30 years down the line where human beings aren't going to need to breathe. We're just going to be like, you know, when you're in a dream, you're not breathing, you're just like moving and everything's just, that's how it's supposed to be. Because even when you're breathing, you're still taking. But once you stop breathing, that's when you're a Noetherian. That's down the line, though. And Elatam Elamine, the Breatharian, he said this, and you can go and ask him this. So I'm not just making this up. He said, I tried it one day, and it was just too much for me right now. And the spirit told me, not now, but down the line. But the whole premise of his statement was always push yourself to the next limit. People think I'm a breatharian. I can't push myself because I'm there. But it's like, no, I still push myself. I'm trying to not. He said this. That's why I respect the brother. Even though I don't agree with this teaching, spiritually teaching, but the fact that how his discipline and his work ethic and how he's trying to show people you don't need this shit and this world ain't shit and you don't need any of this desires. I respect him for that because he's trying to get people off fucking desires. Anybody trying to get people off these desires, I respect them. Because what you guys got to understand is pain, all the shit that you guys love and that feels good and you want happiness, that's actually the same thing as pain and all the shit you hate. It's the same. It's hard to understand, but like all pleasure is all pain is too much pleasure. It's like if I rub your, if somebody rubs your hand, it feels good, but if they scratch it, it hurts. So that when they rubbed your hand, that's still pain. It's just it's a less version of it. All but when you rub it too hard, it's too much pleasure and it turns to pain. So all pain is too much pleasure. That's the definition of pain, when you have too much pleasure. So when you're in your desires in this world for so much and for so long, and you're just caught up in trying to feel good, then you develop situations that cause pain. Somebody who's a drug addict, an example, a drug addict, it feels good, they're high, but they don't know when to stop leaving. They don't know when to let that desire go. They end up dying from drugs in a brutal way. That was the same thing. So you guys got to look at life like that. That's why they say this world is hell. Anything you do for a long period of time turns into a hell. They even show you that shit on SpongeBob with Squidward. Remember that episode when Squidward finally moved to like a gated community where everybody looked like him and had the same house, and he was so happy to leave SpongeBob and fucking Patrick. He's like, oh, I'm gonna leave SpongeBob, I get to get out of here. And the first like week they show him, he played his guitar, his clarinet, and he was going to eat, he was laughing with everyone, riding his bike, and he was all smiling, and then week after week he just got more like somber and shit. And then after that, he started causing trouble in the community. And then they wanted to kick him out. And then and at the end of the thing, he's like, he misses SpongeBob and shit because he wanted that tension and shit because that's how this reality is. Why do you think these Maces are, they mad and they got small dicks? They got all the money and the resource in the world, but they still miserable, nigga. And you know how I could prove they're miserable? Because they use the material and the resource so they don't feel miserable. So every time they feel miserable, they'll go out and use the resource, whether that be do drugs or get a car or get a big house, and they try to use that, and it doesn't really fulfill them. It fulfills them for a little bit and it feels good for a little bit, but it's always fleeting. This is why they always got to keep the people unlocked and shit. And then because also with them keeping people unlocked, that's part of the job they have to do to keep their position. So just like you guys got to go to your 9 to 5, their 9 to 5 is keeping the people sleep, because if they lack the spirit, the way the spirit Masons are lacking by the slightest, their whole system's coming down. So they have to be on point. Like, you guys don't understand how much hard work these niggas do to keep you programmed. You niggas think they're relaxing and having fun, but the amount of shit they do, because the way the energies are right now is trying to take this shit down. So they have to be on point. So if they have a slip up, it's rap. Like the whole thing, remember back in 2021, they tried to get everybody to do that, but then they slipped up. So you see how they don't talk about it no more? It's because that plan failed. So just like that plan failed, we can make their other plans fail, like the economy, food shortage, all that other shit. We can make that fail, but people don't want to wake up to that level. But once they told us about that, people woke up. And you see how they don't promote that shit no more? It's because that shit failed. So they only do what they can do. And they didn't mark, they fucked up with the whole 2020 thing, the little, I can't say the word, but they fucked up because they tried to sell that shit, and it was working for a little bit, but there was certain things they did where it fucked up, and then they can't really use that program. They can use it, but if they use it, no one's gonna take it serious because they fucked it up. Like, you guys think people were just because people were smart, that's why they didn't get it. No, that's what it was. That's not what it was. It was because they fucked up on certain programs, and then it exposed their hands. So it ended up playing out like nobody believes it. And it looked like people were smart, but they're not smart. It just, the program that the Masons did wasn't strong enough because they slipped up. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing, or they did it wrong, or they just fucked up on that whole 2020 thing. They didn't get it, because if they didn't fuck up, it will still be going on right now. But they didn't do it last summer. Yeah, like this shit crazy. I'm telling, like, nobody's gonna drop shit like this on my on this platform. But I don't care. I'm just speaking my mind. This shit ain't nothing to me. I don't give a fuck. I just got off a 4-day fast yesterday, man. I'm cleansing. I'm taking a break today. Then I'm gonna start tomorrow. That's why I've been looking really skinny right now. But I don't give a fuck about that either. I really don't. Like I'm gonna get the weight back. I just gotta stabilize my weight because once I get to that position, which probably take me a few months, my weight will start stabilizing. Then once I really get into it, I can start working out and building muscle. And then that's a real bodybuilder because you're really building your body. All this other shit is a bunch of niggas just getting fat in the gym and then they build a little muscle under they fat and then they think they jacked. But it's like, nigga, you got all that fat over your fucking muscle. You fat skiller. You're not muscular, you fat skiller. Nigga fat as fuck, go out, go to the gym for a year and a half, build a little muscle. Nigga think he Arnold Schwarzenegger. Nigga, you fat skiller. Cut it out. All that fucking 10,000 calories a day, that's what you're seeing, nigga. You ain't seeing shit. I ain't no fucking bodybuilding. That's fat skiller building. That's fat building, nigga, not bodybuilding. Shit is so fucking hilarious, nigga. And it's like every time I go to the gym, it always be a nigga with a physique. Like me, like you guys see my physique. I got one of the best physiques in the world. Like my shit is shaped perfectly. Motherfuckers come up here telling me what I need to eat and how I need to work out. Nigga, shut the fuck up. I don't eat shit. I barely eat and I don't even fucking work out using proper form. And I got way more aesthetics than you, nigga. It's just I don't got size. That's the thing. I don't got size. But when I put on size, like when I was working out in the fall, you guys see me, I was gonna put on size back in like, if you guys go back to my old videos, I'm on private. I'm on private probably this week. You guys go back to my old videos, you'll see like when I was working out in the gym, I was putting on some size there. I was getting there too, but then I started doing back in November. I stopped because fucking I started having these health issues, and then I had to fast to cleanse those health issues. Those health issues are under control right now, and I'm doing a lot better. But I'm trying to make this a lifestyle because of that situation I went through. I want to make fasting a lifestyle, and I don't want to go back and I want to be able to build muscle while I'm fasting, which is possible because I've seen it. The guy, he's a fruitarian. I said he was a breatharian. He's from New York City. He's not a breatharian. He's a fruitarian. He practices breatharian. He works out and he just eats fruits, and this nigga's a bodybuilder. Like he looks like a bodybuilder. So that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to that level. I'm not trying to sit here and fucking go to the gym and just eat a bunch of shit and get big. Because then, yeah, you big and stuff, but you still weak. You strong, but you weak because if somebody took your food away from you, you probably go into convulsions and start having hunger pains. That's weak to me. That's weak to me. A big, strong bodybuilder can lift the whole world, but then he needs his little broccoli and chicken breast and rice. Nothing wrong with that, but that just shows me you're still clinging on to desires, so you're not really all there yet. And everybody's at their level. I'm not saying everybody needs to be where I'm at. Like, I'm not saying that everybody has a right to do whatever and everybody's at their level. But the thing is, to me, and from my perspective, it's easy for me to look down upon you. Unless you have something else going for you, I look down upon that because it ain't shit. And that's from my perspective. I'm not saying you need to go and listen to what I'm not saying all from my perspective. And to be honest, it's not even my perspective, but I'm just saying that just for the sake of this video. You said vascular. I'm not even lying. Like these people, they really be thinking. And it's like, this shit is crazy. And some of these niggas, you be sitting in the gym day after day. Like I'll go to the gym for like a year and a half straight. And then I'll take a break from the gym for like 3 years. For 3 years, I'll take a break. I'll come back 3 years later, be like 5 years cumulatively. Nigga still looks the same. How the fuck that happen? How the fuck did that happen? And you still look the same. Shit is ridiculous. Yeah, but if anybody wants to join the live stream, feel free. Yeah, my brother's supposed to be coming later on today, so yeah, I thought it was gonna be here in a minute. That's why I did the live stream. It's supposed to be a quick live stream, but I'm actually glad I did it because it's an hour. We're an hour in. But yeah, what's good with everyone though? I just felt the need to come online today and just speak my mind because I I don't know. I think it's this Gemini sun right now, because Gemini is right now. This Gemini sun is squaring my Pisces sun, and Pisces is and Saturn's in Pisces. So it's like ever since we got into Gemini season, like these motherfuckers been attacked. I've been getting attacked. I feel, or like this it's just not been. I have it just shit hasn't been aligning right. Like I noticed that ever since like the day of Gemini going into the sun going into Gemini. That was the day I went to that store, and I went in 2 times, and I showed you guys. That was the first day that shit went in there, because I was already in a pissed off mood, because I knew I was gonna get attacked, because a month before I seen the energies, because Saturn's gonna be squaring Sun in May 28th. So around May 28th, I knew that date was going to be crucial for me. So I prepared it a month in advance, knowing that because Saturn's in Pisces and I'm a Pisces and it's squaring Saturn, and that's gonna be, so I knew. So it's weird how that day came, and then fucking I was just such shit was happening to me. I'm just gonna say I was getting attacked. So I was getting attacked, and then yeah, that's what led me to go make that video and shit. And then I make that video, and that was all the Sun and Gemini shit. So it's like this shit is crazy, and it's like yeah, it's just so much to explain. I don't feel like explaining it and shit really in this video, but you guys know what I mean. If you guys know, some of you guys probably don't know, but whatever. He's saying yeah, they get bloated. Yeah, time has been speeding up, but one thing I realized is that it the reason why like you guys wonder why not that many people may notice is because time is all perspective. It's all perspective. So some people they because I notice when I'm on my fast, time goes a little bit slower than when I'm not fasting. And it's like this is why, and even if I do a lot of events during the day, even if I'm not fasting and I do a lot of things, I notice like time will kind of slow down, and if I do certain things. So it's like, but at the end of the day, it's still fast objectively. It's still faster than it was a year ago, but it's all perspective is what I'm realizing. So your day may be fast, but somebody's day may be slow. So you guys need to always remember that's what's going on as well. But collectively, time is speeding up. But these last few days been kind of like they're not been slow, but it's just it wasn't as fast. It was faster than it was a year ago. I'm not saying it's like going slow like that, but it was slower than usual for me. That's what I'm trying to say. He said I must think I'm a Scorpio. Yeah, you should believe in it, because that it's not about believing in it just as a belief. It's about doing your research on it and studying it and knowing it so it can help better your life. And that's how you show proof it works. Like the whole world is ran off astrology, believe it or not. Like that's everything really in this. That's the way you calculate this reality. You know how you calculate something so you can get something from it. Like you'll calculate how many apples you got so you can know how many to give, or you just use calculations to be able to sum up what you want to know. That's how you calculate this world, is through astrology. You use the star, like the not the stars, but the sun and the moon. You use the sun and the moon in like alignments within the like sky, and then you calculate it. And then when like this is how they make like the whole zodiac, this is how they make the calendar, this is how they track time, because time is the sun, and how the position of the sun, and each position and each second, hour, minute is a different um position of the sun. So each second, minute, hour, day, week, month, all the way up to the year is a different position. So they calculate all that shit, gets a calculation, even down to the seconds, all calculated. So like that's how they create the world. That's what the world's ran off of. And then this is how they can create a building and create cars. This is how they teach fucking language. This is how they create language. This is how they do damn near everything. This is how you construct the world. Is you just align the stars, and you like it's deeper than that though. But that's how like, have you guys ever wondered like how did man know how to create, or how did man know how to design a chair or make a house, or know that we need shelter? Like where did this come from? Like it all comes from calculating the stars, and they go deeper into it. But it's like that's all where it starts, is calculating it. And then when they calculate it, they bring it down physically, and then they'll get a representation of what it means. And then like it's just deep, guys. You guys gotta really do your there's no research on it. It's just shit you just gotta know within. That's how worlds start, really, and you create like a system. It gets deep. It's not like you, a bunch of stupid ass cavemen just go around and then no. How the fuck do you think everything looks so organized and structured and it flows a certain way? It's not by accident. Everything is done for a reason. Like the people who create the world, they're not really even, they don't even have a human mind. They have a mind that's not even human. It's some other shit. So this is why they're able to do this shit. This is why I say all that liberation, Malcolm X nigger shit is not going to get anywhere because that's very low on the spectrum. So when people hear me say Malcolm X nigger programs, they like laugh and they think I'm joking, but it's like I'm fucking serious. Like it's a Malcolm X nigger program to keep people held back. That's why everyone's been held back. And then now they have fucking Black Lives Matter. And then they show like these white people walking around in black. It's like, first of all, like you're white and you're wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt. What the fuck is that supposed to make me feel? I'm supposed to like look at you like I'm looking at you as suspect. How is it like? How is it you're a white person wearing Black Lives Matter? First of all, why are you worried about black people? Why don't you worry about your own goddamn life and get your shit right and try to change the world, and maybe through that you can help black people. But why the fuck you care about? So that just shows the mental illness. Like they just trying to appease somebody or feel some type of way. Like why don't you worry about getting your life together? Like who gives a fuck? Go make some money. Go do something. Like you worried about fucking black people and matters and all this other program bullshit. So that's suspect when I see a white person promoting that BLM. Like, stay the fuck far away from me. I don't fucking like you, bitch. And first and second of all, I ain't black. So don't fucking call me that because I'm not correlated to the black codes or any of that political agenda shit. So don't call me black, or that's fighting words for me. I'm not fucking black. Don't call me that shit. Last time fucking I want to fill out a job application or some shit years ago. And then they're like, oh, what's your race? And I was like, oh, I'm not black. And then what did I put on there? I put Caucasian because when you put, as a black person, when you put black, they tax you more. And this was back in 2013 when I worked at the labor ready. I put, what did I put? I put white. And then my other friend, he put black. And then when we got our checks, his taxes were like, he got less paycheck than me. It's because none of it, and you guys say, oh, it's racist. It's not that, because you're not black and you're not white. These are our codes, but you can choose. You can choose to say you're white. I can say I'm a white person. I can say that they can't tell me that I'm wrong, because you can't give somebody their ethnicity. If you claim something, that's what you are. But you have to like say it. To be honest, I'm none of that shit. But if I'm gonna write, if you're a black and you're gonna fill out an application, or you're gonna fill out a form where you're gonna get paid and they're gonna tax you, say that you're a Caucasian. They're gonna tax you less money. I'm telling you. Did my brother try that shit? Some real shit right there. I'm telling you guys, you think I'm playing. Try it out for yourself. Next time you go fill out, you go out, go look for a job somewhere, just put Caucasian. Don't put, and they can't tell you that you can't write that. Say that that's what I claim and that's what I verify. They can't write it for you. That's illegal for somebody to tell your ethnicity. That's one thing a lot of people don't know, because that has nothing to do with your race. Like when they say race and ethnicity, it has nothing to do with what you think it does. It has nothing to do with your genetics and all that other shit, and you thinking my black skin and I'm a Mexican, because it has nothing to do with that. All it has to do with political programs, so they know how to classify you and how to treat you. It's like a code word. Okay, we can treat these as a certain type of people, and it's for the government's bookkeeping. So that you gotta understand, like, shit is crazy out here, man. I'm telling you. And yeah, I forgot to say, share the fucking video. Like, post the video, post the link, all platforms. Get the message out there so we can try to boost this shit. Because I want to get my shit at least up. Like, it's bullshit how they do the whole money. You can only monetize your shit once you get to 1,000 subscribers, which is fucking retarded. It's dumb as fuck. Because then, like, my shit's like it's stuck at the same shit. Like, your shit's not going up. But I know this guy on here. He had like 950 subscribers. He's been at 950 for over a year. They're playing with that shit. I'm telling you. How the fuck you at 950? Fucking ridiculous. Because if it gets to it, I'll fucking just pay a motherfucker to put my market my shit, to be honest. Because I know a few people will pay, but I'm not trying to go that route because I want genuine people. I don't want fake ass people and shit. But at the same time, I'm trying to make some money from this shit. So at this point, I don't really give a fuck. But I don't know. I'm not trying to really. I want to do it genuinely because this shit's fucking retarded. Like they changed that shit because they don't want to pay people. That's all it is. Pretty soon they're gonna get rid of. They're gonna make it where you can't even speak about nothing without getting non-monetized. So all these spiritual channels out here, they're gonna all get demonetized eventually because you're not gonna be able to speak about anything. Like you get paid money on YouTube, but you're gonna have to be like some stupid nigger like Spiritual Soul or fucking what's that nigga Kai Sinet, all those stupid niggers that just fucking jump around and act silly and just pretty much those useless ass fucking puppets for the governments that they put out there to distract people. You're gonna have to be like people like that. Pretty much a Sambo Chuck and Jive nigger, just like that Kai Sinet and that fucking every fucking NBA and rapper that you see out here. The modern day Chuck and Jive Sambo. And I'm not saying anything wrong with being a modern day Chuck and Jive Sambo because the modern day Chuck and Jive Sambos, the Sambo niggers, they get money, they get the bitches, they get, so it's a positive to it, but they still a Sambo nigger chucking and jiving for the white man. So you can't take that fact. And since they're in that position, there's nothing that they can tell you. So there's nothing that they can see. The only time that they have a right to open their mouth and voice an opinion is if they're going to shell out millions of dollars to help fix this mess we're in. If you're not going to shell out millions, I'm talking about millions. I'm not talking about no, I don't do wrecking shit from you. You niggas fuck that shit up at the club on a basis. So I'm talking about millions. If you ain't shutting out millions, shut your bitch ass up and keep living your life. Don't sit here and try to talk about spirituality. That's one thing I hate is when these stupid fucking rappers and these NBA stars talking spirituality because none of them know what the fuck they're talking about. They watch people like me and then they construe it in their own way and then they think that they're smart because then they got the bitch. I see right through you. A lot of other people, they can't see right through you because they still blinded by the material. But I can see right through your bullshit. Because I can read the spiritual energy. I can go and look up the energy and see where it's coming from. So I can see that they ain't shit. They insecure. I can see that shit. Average people like you guys can't see that. You guys see the money and you guys see that, but I can see the cause and effect and what led them to get that money and all that other shit. You can tap into that. So when I see that, they can't really pull that shit on me. And the only way they can actually pull it, not even really pull it, but prove is if they actually do something like shell out millions of dollars or they drop some information that could actually help people, which none of them do. All they do is sound like somebody else. You just sound like somebody else on a fucking internet. I don't sound like nobody else. Everybody go use they sound like somebody. And I come at you guys every day with just different shit. I don't fucking read no notes or nothing. And then motherfuckers will say, oh, you're not tapped in, you aren't smart. Well, if I'm not tapped in, if I'm not smart, then, and I'm not spiritual, then that's a compliment. Because when I do get tapped in and when I do get spiritual, I'm gonna be even more intelligent than I am now. And I'm already fucking intelligent. So you just complimenting me, telling me that I have the potential to be greater than what the fuck I am. Bitch ass nigga. Shit's crazy. But I'm about to get out of here in a minute. If anybody got a few more questions, I'll answer. I'm gonna start my fast tomorrow. I'm gonna start my next fast. I just ended it last night. That was I think it was my fourth day. I was going on my fourth day, so over 3.5 days. I was going on my fourth day, and this was the longest fast I did, probably since like February. So I wasn't used to it. So it's like I started getting these hunger pains and my stomach just started hurting and shit. So I had to eat and shit. And I already explained this in the beginning of the video, but I just had to eat. And then it's like I was pissed the fuck off. But I'm gonna end it today. And then this next fast, I will be able to do over 4 because every time I get to a day and I end it, let's just say I get to day 5 and my stomach hurts. I end it and I start again. That next fast, I'm gonna be able to go past day 5 at least by 3 days. And then when I get to that, it'll be 9 days. when I do the next fast. And then the way I was feeling at day 5, I'm gonna be feeling on day 9 on my next fast. You see what I'm saying? And then once I get to that, then the following fast from that, I'm gonna be able to do 12. See, so it's like you gotta build your way up. So that's what it is. It's just, but you gotta stay consistent at it. You can't be taking too long break. You gotta build your way up. That was where I fucked up. I got myself up to like 30, 40 days years ago, and then I laxed. I went back because I thought I would always be there, and which it wasn't the case. Now once I get there, I would never go fucking back. Motherfucker, hand me a spoonful of something, I'm gonna punch you in the face. I wish I didn't fucking make that mistake and do that. It's like I went back into the netherworld or some shit. But I'm gonna get myself back there again. So the next fast, I should guarantee be able to way over 5 days, because my body's like used to it. So since I got to day 4, I can get past day 4 next time, and I'm gonna just keep it going. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this video, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this video, and I'll probably be online later on today or some shit. Probably tomorrow when I do my fast or whatever. But yeah, I just watch this video and let it resonate and shit. 'Cause I dropped a lot of shit in the motherfucking in this video. A lot of information. Yeah, this information is probably gonna get a lot of people angry though, because it's real. Like a lot of you guys think, oh, this is real, it's real, but a lot of you guys don't understand. A lot of people don't like realness. And it's not like when you speak real, they're gonna talk shit about you. Like, oh, fuck you, and why you say that? They'll watch my video and be like, oh, good video. But subconsciously, like they don't even know it, they're gonna start finding problems with my shit. Like it's a subconscious subliminal thing that's going on. That's where the hate comes. People, you guys think hate is just always direct. Hate is subconscious and subliminal. There'll be people out here talking about how the government ain't shit and they try to suppress the people, but then you go and you speak some real truth, they'll say that they'll pretty much treat you like the government treats them. And that's one realization I realized over these last weeks, is that I don't want to say everybody, but everyone, or damn near everyone that you see suffering in this world, in some way, shape, or form, they deserve it. Because like I've seen situations and scenarios where people will be in a shitty situation and then they'll get out of that situation just to be a demon to the person who got them out of that situation. So it just confirms why they were in that situation in the first place, which confirms my theory of when you see somebody in a fucked up situation, majority of the time they have responsibility within it. And you always got to look at, every time something happens to you or whatever, always look at it like you have some slight responsibility. Even if you get jumped by like 2 people walking home, you got to look at it from a deep perspective. Like, what did I do? Whether it could have been another life, it could have been in this life, but most likely it was in this life, and it was something you can pinpoint. Maybe you were not doing, maybe you should have been at home doing a diet and fasting or doing some research. Maybe you should have been doing something else constructive. And if you were doing something constructive, you wouldn't have been in that situation. See, everything you have fault in, it could be a small form, it could be a big form, but it's always a form. So you gotta look at it like that in life. And when you look at life like that, then you stop asking questions like why. Because when something bad happens to you, ask why, that means you're gonna be in that situation longer. But when you're in a fucked up situation, no matter how fucked up it is, if you look at it like a test and you have to overcome it and how to get out of it, then you're always gonna be one up, and you're at the end of the day, you're gonna manifest be in a better position. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to ask why, because you ask why, then that gets you into victim mode. But remember, I told you we all have part in it. So if you have part in it, you can have part out of it, or you can have full out of it. Because if you didn't have no part in it, that means you didn't have control. That means you can't get out of it. The fact that you could get out of it means you had part in it. You only get out something. You see what I'm saying? Because nobody can just put you in something. No one has that power. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this video. And I'll be online probably like tomorrow or some shit, and I'll give you guys some more information. Peace.